Hello and welcome to This Date in History, also known as TDH. Hello, happy Halloween! Anyway, this show is all about the events that occurred to date in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the smart device application. Today in history, what happened today in history?
Oracle calendar,
And
and on this website, honestday.com.
Yes. For links to those sources, music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. Anyway, I am Aoxander in Murloc form.
I am Shohin
Yes.
in Ghost form.
In Ghost form. Yes. Ghost Sohen. Anyway, and today is Moon's Day, also known as Monday, October 31st, 2022. Halloween.
Okay.
Alright.
Yes.
Let's get this
Okay.
history started. This is going to be difficult. I can't really see that well with this thing on, but yeah.
In 400, in 445 BC, Eraser reads the Book of the Law to the Israelites in Jerusalem. See Nehemiah uh, 9:1. Getting chapter 9, verse 1.
Yeah, it looks like a Bible verse type thing right
There's
there.
a Bible verse. Or
Yeah.
a Torah verse, I don't know.
Huh.
Either the
Israelites.
Bible,
No, yeah, well, yeah, Torah. Torah? Yeah,
the Torah, yeah.
yeah,
I won't check.
yeah. Actually, I'll check. Actually, no, you check. I can't see. So, but I'm actually gonna reveal and pull
Bible.
my face
It's the
back.
Bible.
Here we go.
It is the Bible.
Okay.
Also, 802, Empress Irene of Byzantium driven out.
Hmm. Well, I
Yeah.
guess they didn't like her.
Ooh. No. 1517, Martin Luther sends his 95 thesis to Alberic von Brandenburg, the Archbishop of Mainz, precipitating the Protestant Reformation.
Huh. All right. Well, that's
Then he probably
interesting.
gets exiled for that, or excommunicated.
Oh, Martin Luther. Okay, yeah. Okay, that would make sense. I'm just gonna open my face here, like just that way. I can't barely see out of these
You're
Murloc eyes.
shedding your
So
skin.
I'm a lizard. Oh God. I, I'm not a Murloc. I'm Mark Zuckerberg.
No. Okay.
Moving on up into 1541, Michelangelo Buonarroti finished painting The Last Judgment in the Sistine Chapel, Vatican City. And
Hmm.
The Last Judgment, let's see here what this is.
Get don't tell me it's the one with the God and the man touching fingers.
Uh, I do not believe it is.
Or is that a
It's just a bunch of naked people.
yeah.
No, it's I don't know. It looks like two people and they're surrounded by a bunch of heathens.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I know and the man touching fingers.
Where?
Hold on, let me see. DAST
Yeah, no, I'm not
judgment.
seeing that. That might be part of this, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. No, that's a different
No, this
page.
ain't it. This ain't the one. This ain't the one. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of Leonardo da Vinci.
Ah, okay. Moving on up into 1649. Pardon me. John Wallace was newly appointed Savilian professor of geometry at Oxford University. Gave his inaugural lecture. Well, that's cool. What is this? Lots of notes. Yeah. Yeah. And then moving on up, we got a music premiere in 1724. George Frederick Handel's opera Tamerlano premiered at the King's Theatre in London. Well, that's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. You got a historic event here in 1756.
I do. 1756, Giacomo Casanova escapes from prison in Venice by climbing onto the roof.
Huh. That's pretty.
I it's awesome of him.
Yeah. He's an adventurer,
I
a
would,
writer, and a famous lover. Um,
I would be
Hmm.
afraid of heights.
Yeah.
I'm into the roof.
Well, I wonder what it means by famous lover. Was he like a gigolo or something?
I'm guessing he's one of those flirters or adulterers.
Yeah. Um, an Italian. So there's that.
Oh,
Uh,
yep.
he's
It's
also
even hey, it's in his name, Casanova.
yeah, Casanova. I was gonna make a comment on that. It's like, hey, isn't that like like a stereotypical name or something right there? In popular culture, his
Obviously, where it
name
came
is
from.
yeah, his name is now synonymous with a womanizer. So that's not good.
Much.
I used to think Casanova was like a romantic, but not a yeah. Anyway,
Also, 1794, John Dalton's first lecture to Manchester Literary and Philosophical Society. Where the fuck
huh,
is Max when you need him?
yeah,
This is his up his alley.
yeah. Uh,
Philosophical.
speaking of people when you need them, hello hippie Fukin. Oh hey, that's the Optimus Prime guy, that our new guy in the Discord. Um,
I say hippie fucking. What the?
yeah.
What kind of fucking Street Fighter move is that?
He be fucking Hadouken.
Oh, okay. 1900, American League President Ban Johnson writes to National League President Nick Young seeking peace.
Well, all right, that's good. It's always nice to seek peace, but yeah, from his name, it sounds like he got banned. So he's just like, oh, please unban me. Like,
Unban me, bro. I won't do it again.
oh, here's this guy who looks like Alonzo Hawk. 1906. It's still your turn, right? You have one more.
Okay, 1906, George Bernard's show play Caesar and Cleopatra premieres in New York City.
Cool. Moving on up into 1917, we have another theater premiere. Eugene O'Neill's play In the Zone premiered in New York City. In the Zone, AutoZone. I'm so
Ooh,
I'm so brainwashed with commercials.
here's a
1918.
here's a one.
Yeah, 1918. The Spanish flu caused the deaths of 21,000 people in the United States in one single week. Wow, 21,000 people in a week. Holy crap!
I know.
And we thought COVID was
Imagine,
bad.
I know. Imagine how many people died in the war to a Spanish flu.
Yeah, that's right. It came out around the same time. Like obviously must have gone them through the trenches. They had all sorts of stuff going on down there. Trench foot and all the
Hmm.
rats and you know, like the deaths just left staying in there and to rot and oh god, I
Yes.
can't even imagine being out there.
You couldn't really you couldn't really bring your dead nowhere because they're all constantly being fired upon.
Yeah. Speaking of being fired upon and such, 1926, a failed assassination attempt on Benito Mussolini by 15-year-old Antio Zamboni, who was lynched on the spot.
Ooh,
We have been joined by.
What is it? The Golden Loon.
I'm a Murloc.
damn,
Yeah,
man.
leave that zipped up, would you?
You can't see.
Unfortunately, we can.
But then in 1932, Greek government of Venizelos failed. Huh. But I want to make another comment here about this Benito Mussolini thing. Like that's wild. So
Read it again. Would you please?
1926, a failed assassination attempt on Benito Mussolini by 15-year-old Antio Zamboni, who was lynched on the spot,
Wow.
immediately killed.
15-year-old kid and lynched on the spot.
Well, he tried to
Jeez.
kill the leader, so I mean,
No, I got that.
yeah, doesn't matter how old you are, you're gone. So
Man, they strung him up
yeah,
quickly.
yeah, like a linguini.
It's called a speedy trial.
Yeah. Anyway, it's your turn, Mr. Sohen.
Yes. 1940, 1940 deadline for Warsaw Jews to move into Warsaw Ghetto.
God.
I'm doing something
And
silly, and Sohan's reading an actual like serious topic here. Um, yeah,
it's a
that's
good way to distract them people,
yeah,
from the horrors.
yeah.
1943 Washington Redskins. Sammy Baugh passes for 6 touchdowns versus Brooklyn 48-10. God damn.
I would say Brooklyn. That looks about right. So
That looks like Brooklyn.
Yeah, BKLN, Brooklyn.
Yeah. It's got to be.
Dude, look, the smoke is staying inside my hood.
Okay.
I just like seeing a whirlwind of smoke in front of my face. Then moving on up into 1950, the Big Cat, Earl Lloyd, became the first black U.S. citizen to play a game in the NBA, scoring 6 points on debut for the Washington Capitals. Good. Cool. Then, why is this not highlighted? 1952, the first thermonuclear bomb detonated at Marshall Islands.
Wow. Yeah.
Now, I wonder if that's
Ooh.
the first thermonuclear bomb, period, or the first one there. So, let's see here.
I don't
First,
know. That's a good question.
Should be a first one.
November 1st, 1952. So this might be the same thing on the Marshall Islands because depending on time zones, part of the world is actually in November 1st right now.
True.
So Halloween for them was yesterday.
True.
Wow, it's yeah.
So that is the first, right?
Yes.
In 52, it's got to be somewhere around
Well,
there.
this says November 1st,
Yeah.
1952. So
Yeah.
I have a feeling that this is a time zone divergence
Yeah.
thing, maybe. So, anyway, moving on up into 1959, Lee Harvey Oswald announced in Moscow he will never return to the U.S., which he did.
Fortunately, he did.
Yeah, he needed a scapegoat to get rid of the president who wouldn't, go forward with the false flag to initiate a war with Cuba. Hippie. We'll get to that in the death section. Anyway, Mr. Sohan, I believe it is your turn now.
Let me guess. Hippie said the same thing about Harry Houdini.
No, he's talking about Sean Connery.
Okay. Okay. 1962. Whatever happened to Baby Jane horror release, directed by Robert Aldrich, starring Betty Davis and Joan Crawford, based on a novel by Henry Farrell.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane? Whatever happened to Robot Jones? You remember that?
Got upgraded. Yes, I've heard of it.
Mhm.
Man, they had a little TV show with him, but that was it.
Yep. Well, that was the name of the show. Whatever happened to Robot Jones? So,
I know.
so they were preparing to become obsolete.
1968, Ed Sullivan witnessed the Beatles and their fans in London airport.
Oh, okay. So I guess you just saw them with their entourage.
That doesn't make sense. So that wasn't the first time they were on the show.
Ooh.
It's witnessed the
Yeah,
Beatles in there. Okay.
yeah. It sounds like you just saw them out in the wild or something.
Well, the airport said, "Oh, we got to get them on our show." Is that it?
Probably.
Also, 1963, J. Edgar Hoover's last meeting with President John F. Kennedy.
Hmm. And you have a fun fact about Edgar Hoover.
Oh yeah, he was pen pals with Shirley Temple,
Mm-hmm.
Really?
and yeah, she used to get death threats a lot to the point he gave her a tear gas pen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, whoever would first off, who would give death threats to Shirley Temple? You know.
Yeah.
I know why,
Why?
because she starred in movies with Bojangles.
Oh man. Of course.
There always has to be some kind of racism. So,
hmm
God. Anyway, you have one more here in '64.
Yes. Also, in 1964, Barbra Streisand People album goes #1 for 5 weeks.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, also another fun fact about Shirley Temple, she became an ambassador.
Oh
Yeah, she
yeah,
did,
she
yeah.
did. Which didn't we realize
Oh, no, it's-
a while ago? Like Rihanna, isn't she the ambassador to like Puerto Rico or something? Or something like that.
Yeah, Puerto Rico or Barbados.
Yeah, well, probably not Rihanna. I don't remember exactly who, but yeah, like another famous singer, like who's like native, like Puerto Rican or Barbadosian or wherever she's from.
Do you know where Shirley Temple was an ambassador to? I knew she was an ambassador, but I don't remember where.
Me neither.
We have the technology. Shirley Temple ambassador. She served as a United States ambassador to Czechoslovakia. Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
From August 23rd, 1989 through July 12th, 1992, having been appointed by President George Herbert Walker Bush and was the first and only woman of this job. Temple bore witness to two crucial moments in the history of Czechoslovakia's fight against communism. Wow, that is awesome. That is wicked. Dude, like, that is really cool.
Yeah.
Like, you're a
Yeah.
child star, and all of a sudden you're, like, deep involved in communist politics in a Central European country.
Yeah.
Holy crap, what a story, dude. I'd love to be a fly on the wall there, man. But anyway, moving on up into 1964, London's notorious Windmill Theatre closed after 32 years of vaudeville programs featuring vaudeville, comic, and nude tabloux Vivians. So, a sex show. So,
Okay.
all right. Okay, why do we
Yeah.
care? 1967, Nguyen Van Thieu took an oath of office to become the first president of the Second Republic of South Vietnam. Cool. It didn't last too long, though.
Probably corrupt too.
Well, no, like he was our ally. Like that's
No, but
67.
he was probably corrupt.
Oh, obviously he's a politician. So, and in 1968, U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson ordered a halt to all bombing in North Vietnam. Why? Why? It's war. Bomb them. You know. As you say, once politics get involved in war, everything goes to shit.
Yeah.
So, your turn, sir.
Yes. In 1969, George Harrison's "Something" is released by the Beatles as a single in the UK, its first A-side.
So is that like the record, like an A and B side?
Yeah.
So like this is the first time he's completely taken over one entire side of a record? It sounds
Thinking.
Huh.
Ooh, oh shit, here we go.
Ooh, here we go.
1970, Jim Morrison is sentenced to 6 months in jail and a $500 fine for indecent exposure and open profanity. Drew remains free on a $50,000 bond pending appeal.
Yep.
Dang. What's with it, rock and
Yeah.
rollers and like showing their junk and such?
Well, he claimed, and I wasn't there, obviously, that he stuck his finger out his fly.
Oh, that's still weird. Like,
Well, he did weird stuff. That was Morrison's mystique, you know.
yeah,
He's a crazy ass on stage.
yeah. It sounds a lot like a different form of yogiisms. Weird
Yeah.
stuff. Moving on up into
Also,
Go ahead.
oh, no, you can continue.
No, go ahead. I think it's still your
19,
turn.
1973, Tom Seaver wins Northern League Cy Young Award.
Nice. All right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, here we go. 365 days later, 1974, Ted Bundy victim Laura Aim disappeared in Utah. So, that's not good. It's never good going missing on Halloween, you know? Like, that's,
No.
there's like an added level of, oh God, what happened? Like, so. Anyway, one more year later, 1974, Bob Gill's first appearance with the Boomtown Rats. I don't know who they are, but
No idea either.
yeah. And then we got a papal visit. 1982, Pope John Paul II became the first pontiff to visit Spain. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of Pope stuff, Mr. Sohan.
Yes. In 1982, Pope John Paul II canonizes Canadian Marguerite Bourgeois, founder of the Congregation of Notre Dame of Montreal, as a saint.
Cool. And that happened at the
Yes.
same time that he was visiting Spain, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
So he was in Spain and they canonized a Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That they're across the whole ocean. Like,
No.
He's now official in the anime. Okay. 1983, Paul McCartney releases Pipes of Peace album.
okay. Never heard of that one.
Me neither. Oh, shit. 1984, Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi is assassinated by her bodyguards, Sawant Singh and Beant Singh, at her home in New Delhi.
That's not cool. Sounds like they were brothers or something, or related.
Yes.
So it sounds like a plot or something.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, obviously every assassination is a plot, but this
Yeah.
is
But by a bodyguard?
2 bodyguards.
I didn't realize she was assassinated like
Well-
Gandhi. Yeah.
Yeah.
We well, one in Louisiana, well, in in the politics back in the day, was shot by his own security guards too.
Who?
Huey P. Long.
Huh? Who is that?
He was like I think either a mayor or a governor.
Oh.
Huey P. Long. Let me look this up. Louisiana.
Oh.
So that makes sense that why you would know about that. Um, yeah, he was assassinated on September 10th in 1935 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Mm.
But he was a Democrat, so it's not like we lost
It
anything.
all makes it good. All's good.
Well, it
then?
doesn't make it good. It just means we didn't lose anything. Like,
oh man.
so.
Oh man. Oh man.
But I'm going to take us back a year. In 1983, I just saw this. Ron Grant completed a 217-day, 8,316-mile run around Australia.
Wow.
Oh
Look at this Forrest Gump guy.
Could have run around the
Man.
Earth at 8,000 miles.
No,
this man
25,000.
Is that what it
this
is?
man
Yeah.
speed run Australia.
Yeah, no, it sounds like he was like running along the entire coast. But no, remember, the Earth is 25,000 miles in circumference.
Oh, okay.
Because like we figured that out, when we were like looking at your car's mileage and
Oh,
everything.
that's right. That's right.
And it's like, wow, we've driven around the Earth like 7 times in this car,
Yeah.
essentially, like equivalently,
10 times.
something like that.
10 or 12 times.
What's your mileage at now? Like 300,000?
Yeah. 320, something like that.
So 4812, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on up into 1984 as well. Rajiv Gandhi took office as India's 6th Prime Minister, succeeding his mother, Indira Gandhi, who was assassinated. So coinciding with what you just read, Mr. Sohan. I don't know why these two aren't together. Like they're split by some kind of San Francisco thing. But like 1984, Puerto Rican tanker San Francisco exploded, spilling 2 million gallons of oil as the ship caught fire. That's not good. So. Then I'm going to move on up here into 1992. Roman Catholic Church apologized for its treatment of Italian astronomer Galileo Galilei after 359 years. Well, I guess better late than never, but still.
Like, look at the stars. That's the earned him.
Yeah. Speaking of stars, have you heard about? There's something going on involving putting advertisements in the sky, like holograms.
That would be cool.
No, it wouldn't. I don't want to see Coca-Cola symbols in the air. Like, there's enough of that everywhere. Like, come on, enough. But then 1993, Tupac Shakur was charged with aggravated assault. That's not cool. Anyway.
Oh shit.
Oh, the music hasn't been playing this whole time. Oh well, whatever.
Okay. 1994, American tennis star Venus Williams makes her professional debut as a 14-year-old with a 6-3, 6-4 win over former NCAA champion and world number 58 Sean Stafford in the Bank of the West Classic in Oakland, California.
Dang, she was 14 years old.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dang, she's been playing tennis ever since. Is she retired yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, 1998, American jam band Fish forms the Velvet Underground's Rock and Roll as a musical costume journey show at the Thomas and Mack Center at the University of Nevada in Paradise, Nevada.
Huh. Paradise.
Yes.
That sounds like a city straight out of Tremors. Like, weren't they called? What was the town's name? Rejection, right? Yeah.
Paradise is right outside of Las Vegas.
Yeah. Anyway.
Also,
Go ahead.
the 1999, then we can do the split. Roman Catholic Church and Lutheran Church leaders signed the joint declaration on the doctrine of justification, ending the centuries-old doctrine dispute over the nature of faith and salvation.
Huh. I'm not going to do the split today because we still have over a half hour, so I think we can pop this done within the hour.
Okay,
Yeah.
now it's your turn.
All right, moving on up into 2003, Bethany Hamilton, at the age of 13, had her arm bitten off by a shark while surfing in Hawaii. Holy crap!
Yes.
Oh, I remember that.
Wow, yeah, so do I, kind of like
Yeah.
rough.
Oh, I found something, man. In 2002,
2002, a federal grand jury in Houston, Texas, formally indicted former Enron Corporation Chief Financial Officer Andrew Fastow on 78 accounts of wire fraud, money laundering, conspiracy, and obstruction of justice related to the collapse of his ex-employer. Goodbye, Enron. So,
Enron hosed California. I got to tell you,
Yeah.
our powers when it jumped so high, power cost bills. Yeah,
yeah.
man,
Well, educate the viewers about how much our power bill was a couple months ago.
$580 or something.
Yeah, and
For
we don't
1
even
month.
we don't even yeah that was a month, and we don't even run the AC that much. We only
Well,
have
we
one
run-
fridge. We're very very energy conservative.
We never put the air conditioning down less than 80,
Yeah,
and that's just to sleep.
and then I just die in this room because I don't even get AC. So
Yeah, that was bad.
I powered through these
Huge
past
heat wave out here then.
yeah, a record-breaking heat wave.
Yeah.
Like we had one, then we had another 2 heat waves after that.
Oh, I don't know.
There's
just kept
one
going.
after another, and I was just in here dying. So, I mean, if I didn't have these cardboard things back here, it would have gotten to 130 degrees in this room, no problem. So, anyway, moving on up into 2003 as well. Mahathir Mohamad resigned as Prime Minister of Malaysia and was replaced by Deputy Prime Minister Abdullah Ahmad Badwai, marking an end to Mahathir's 22 years in power. That's a long stint.
Long time.
Yeah. And so I had some more sports history here. Tennis. We just can't get rid of tennis. The whole year, with just tennis, God.
No.
Go for it.
2010 Belgian tennis star Lynn Gister beats Caroline Wozniak of Denmark 6-3, 5-7, 6-3 for her third season-ending WTA championship in Doha, Qatar.
Qatar. Yeah. Doha, Qatar, I believe.
And 2010 post-apocalyptic zombie TV series The Walking Dead premiere starred Andrew Lincoln and John Bernthal on AMC.
Yep. And that's still going on, right?
It's going to its final seasons.
Dang. Moving on up into 2011, the world population reached 7 billion inhabitants according to the UN, the United Nations.
Yep.
So 11 years ago, 7 billion, and now we're approaching 8. So,
Are we?
you know what? Let's see here. Global population 2022. Well, here we are. We're at 8 billion. So,
Oh, that's 10 years later.
11.
Well, I don't know when this was taken. 10, 11.
Well,
Another billion's added. Wow.
no, this was 2011 right here
Yeah.
was 7 billion.
It's 22.
It's 2022.
I understand.
Yeah.
It depends on when that survey was taken.
Okay. When did the world population hit 8 billion? November 15th, 2022.
So it just did, yeah. Wait.
We're not even there
Not
yet.
there yet. Anyway, so
It's coming up.
We're splitting hairs.
It's
That's
coming
pretty
up.
quick to get another billion in here.
Yeah, it's 11 years.
Yeah.
Well, we have all sorts of, modern medicine, we save lives. There's, very few stillbirths, and all
Well,
that
here's
stuff
the
anymore.
problem. That graph will start really ramping up because as it expands, okay, 11 years ago, those kids are 11.
Mhm.
Another 10 years, they're going to be 20. They're going to be producing
Mhm.
kids, and then it goes,
Will they, though?
Starts, well, I don't
With,
know.
with how everything's going.
That's the theory.
No, there's actually a very serious issue with my generation. My generation is actually going to be the first generation in this nation's history where we're going to have a lesser number than a generation prior. So your generation, numerically, is going to be larger than mine.
I'm not following you 100%.
And then, by extension, the people of my generation, their children, because with all the stuff that's going on, nobody's having kids.
Well,
Everything.
you're talking locally, meaning the United States.
Yeah,
you
I'm
say.
talking states. I
You
mentioned
you
this country.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
But
talking world.
you go into the major populations, China, things like
Yeah.
that.
I'm not talking about that.
Okay, but if we're talking worldwide, 8
Yeah.
billion people.
Yeah,
That's why I say the chart will start kicking up even quicker
yeah.
as we get more people. Say that it grows by 10%.
Mhm.
Okay, 10% of 7 million, and then 10% of 8 billion. it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The percentage will produce more people.
Eventually, though, we do got to stop, growing because like it's not like our resources are growing with us.
Well,
So at some
the
point,
world's only so big. Yeah.
yeah. So anyway, whose turn was it? I'll just say it's Sohan. 2014.
Yeah, 2014. Craig Maddox, Tom Galvin, Frank Thomas, Bob Cox, Tony La Rosa, and Joe Thor are inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York.
Huh. All right. A lot of people inducted.
Yep.
Oh, this one. I remember this.
Which one?
2018.
Okay. Before that, let me go to 2016. Lebanon Parliament elects Mikhail Abon president after 2.5 years without a leader.
Wow, Lebanon had no leader for 2.5 years?
Oh, damn.
I had no idea.
It's a long time.
No wonder why they're in so much turmoil. So,
Okay. Also, 2018, Blackpink becomes the first K-pop girl duo to chart the top Billboard Hot 100 with multiple hits. Okay.
alright. Blackpink, that's a weird name, but okay.
2018, world's biggest Statue of Unity at 182 meters, is unveiled of Indian independent Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in Gujarat state.
Yep.
Where the heck's that?
Let's see here. Gujarat State. Let's find that.
No, I think he's talking about Vallabhbhai Patel.
Valiabali Atel?
The leaders, Sardar.
Yeah, that was the Indian independence leader, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. That's the guy that the statue's likeness is after.
Yeah.
It was actually located, though, in what appears to be western India in this section. Can you see it here?
Yeah.
So, but to truly explain how high, he said what, 182 meters? 182 meters to feet. 597 feet.
Yeah. 597,000.
No,
500.
point.
Yeah. 500. I'm sorry. Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah.
597,000 feet? Like how many miles is that? Is this statue touching the moon? Like that, goddamn.
It is a big statue.
Not that big. Not yet. But yeah, no, almost 600 feet statue. That's a tall statue.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I wonder what it compared to. Say, compared to the Statue of Liberty.
Let's see. What was the statue's name again? Statue of Unity. Statue of Unity. Compared to the Statue of Liberty. Okay, here we go. Come on, load. Okay, you don't want to load? Alright. Oh, here we go. Okay. So there's there's a statue of Jesus in Puerto Rico. No,
Down at the bottom.
Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah, thank you.
Then there's that Motherland statue. I saw. You remember that statue? And I was like, those are people down there. And you're like, holy crap, that's that statue.
Wow.
This is the Statue of Unity.
Wow.
Like it's not even. That is gargantuan.
Empire, Statue of Liberty, and then that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Statue of Liberty, and then that. You're getting me confused with Empire State.
No.
Damn it.
That's big.
It's huge. Big. Yeah. And then you have one more, and then we'll move on into births and deaths.
Okay. 2019 U.S. House of Representatives vote against formalizing impeachment proceedings against Donald Trump.
No, they voted to formalize impeachment proceedings,
voted to.
not against. So, yeah, no, they're trying to impeach Trump yet again. So, for all
that
this,
was the second one?
I don't know. You know,
Who knows?
I don't know. They voted to formalize the impeachment proceedings, so I don't know. More crap.
19, probably the first one.
Yeah, I'd say that. Anyway, before we move on to births and deaths, audience, were there any articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Anything that you would have wished we had, embellished more on? Anything you have to say, about anything? Leave a comment in the underbar. Um, what about you, Sohan? Let's get back into group feedback. What was the articles that grabbed your attention more than most? Sohan?
The assassination attempt on Benito Mussolini.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
That's good.
And then the Martin Luther King, or the Martin Luther thing, not King,
Not
thing.
Martin Luther King.
Yeah, a different Martin Luther. What about you?
He
Anything
had-
that grabbed your attention?
Well, I have a wish you'd zip that thing back up. No, wrong way, wrong way. Oh, here we go. Well, I didn't see it all.
Well, you came in fairly early.
Yeah,
I'm
just trying to think back real quick.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's move
Yeah.
on up into bursts. Starting us off in the year 1291, we have Philippe de Vitry, was a French composer and poet born in Paris, France, dying in 1361. And then we have Jan Vermeer, 1632, was a Dutch painter, girl with a pearl earring, and the astronomer, born in Delft, Netherlands, dying in 1675.
Also, in 1795, we have John Keats, English romantic poet, ode to a uh, Grecian urn born in London.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh shit, I went too far, I guess. Nope, I didn't.
That's a cool
And in 1860, we have Juliet Gordon Low, American activist and founder of the Girl Scouts of America, born in Savannah, Georgia.
Huh. That's interesting. The founder of Girl Scouts was born on Halloween.
Ah.
That's rather fitting because they push cookies like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
They're a little mafia,
Hey,
seriously.
ooh. Speaking of which,
Oh, we
You
have
got-
Saradel Patel, the Indian freedom fighter and statesman born in Gujarat, India. He was born on this date in 1875 and then he died in 1950. This is the guy that statue is
Yeah.
is modeled after.
Yeah.
So they finished it. Like what did it say? Something about it was finished or it opened or whatever.
failed,
On his death?
This is his birth.
No, on his
Uh,
birth. Yeah.
unveiled.
It was unveiled.
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's true. So he was unveiled on his birthday. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that's the time to do it.
Yeah. And then we have Anthony Welding in 1883, a New Zealand tennis player, Wimbledon 1910 through 1913, born in Christchurch, New Zealand, dying in 1915. He did not live that long. 83 to 1915?
Yeah.
17, what's 17 plus 15? 32.
Yeah.
He was younger than me when he died. That sucks. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But then again, so was Jesus, so yeah.
Check, check.
Your turn, Sohen.
In 1887, Chiang Kai-shek, Chinese politician and military leader who served as a leader of the Republic of China, 1928 to 1975, born in Zhengzhou, Zhejiang, China.
He lived quite a while.
Yeah.
Especially for that time.
He was 87.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Back
Mhm.
then, that's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah, that is pretty good. So,
Who else?
huh.
Okay, and in 1922, Norodom Sihanouk, King of Cambodia, 1941 to 1955, and 1993 to 2004. Chief of State, 1960 to 1970, independent campaigner and film producer, born in Phnom Penh, Cambodia.
Huh, so that's interesting. He served in 41 to 55 and then again 93 to 2004. That's
Yeah.
a wide
Big
gap.
span.
But in there, he was a chief of state from 60 to 70.
Mhm.
So, that's pretty interesting. Ooh, this guy. I think it's Sohan's turn. Yeah, no, it's my turn. We have Michael Collins, 1930, a U.S. Major General, United States Air Force, or Major General of the USAF, and an astronaut. He was on Gemini and Apollo 11. So he must. This was the guy in the thing that the the capsule in space.
Oh.
Because there's Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, and then Michael Collins.
Oh, okay.
Nobody ever remembers the third guy.
No, you're right.
This guy was born in Rome, Italy.
Really?
An Italian.
He is
Ah.
Well, how about
Italian.
that?
What's the matter with you?
Well, I get. I wonder if. I wonder if he perpetually sang "When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie." That's amore.
Now I can imagine them saying, if y'all sing that song, I'll leave your asses on the moon.
Yeah, bro, the power that guy had, dude.
Yeah. What'd you say about Italians? You called me a wop? No, I'd say.
Not on live.
Okay.
Careful, careful.
I'm not using the term.
You still said it, but it's against white people, so it's okay. We have a Hobie Alter, born on this date in 1933, a U.S. surf and sailing entrepreneur and pioneer who created the Hobby Cat, born in Ontario, California, dying in 2013. What is the Hobby
Wait a
Cat?
minute. Where the fuck is Ontario, California?
There is an Ontario, California.
Oh,
There's an Ontario International Airport, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
East of LA.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I think I've been there a couple of times.
Yeah.
But what's a hobby cat?
Cat. Hobby cat is a
Oh,
sailboat.
okay. Well, did you actually know that, or were you just...
No, I know.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It's actually Hobie.
Hobie. Okay, yeah.
That's the manufacturer's name.
Yeah.
It's a Hobie cat. They're well known for their.
Yeah. Well, I was mispronouncing it because there's an E, so it's supposed to be the O sound with the vowels
Yeah,
with the E
yeah.
at the end. So
Actually, Hobie started with surfboards
yeah.
and went into catamarans.
And this guy is Hobie. Wow.
There you go.
Hobart Hobie, yeah. It just says he created the Hobie. Wow, I'm all sorts of dumb right now. I don't know what's going on. Sohen, take it away before I further confuse people, including myself.
Sure. 1936, we have Michael Langdon, American actor, Bonanza Highway to Heaven, born in Forest Hills, New York.
Huh.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Ooh, damn. Also, 1950, we have John Candy, American actor and comedian.
Canadian.
SCTV, Uncle Buck, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, and Nothing But Trouble. Born in Newmarket, Ontario.
He's a Canadian actor, not a U.S. Well, I guess you said
Canadian.
American, so that is technically true. Because Canada is in
Canadian.
America. America is a continent, not a country.
You
So.
said comedian.
He said American
Oh,
actor and comedian.
Okay.
North American.
He is, yeah, that is true. So I recant my statement. You are factually correct. The best kind of correct. And then in 1960, we have Reza Pahlavi, a crown prince of Iran, born in Tehran, Iran. Still alive today, 62 years
Ooh.
old. Peter Jackson, 1961, New Zealand film director, Lord of the Rings, Academy Award, Best Director of 2003, to name one of the vast portfolio this guy has. Born in Wellington, New Zealand, 61 years old today. What other movies? What did he do? Didn't he also do It? Or The Thing?
Oh, that's John Carpenter.
Oh, okay. What other movies did Peter Jackson do?
I have no idea.
Anyway, you got an interesting one here. 1967.
Yeah, dude. 19, yeah, I noticed 1967. Vanilla Ice, American rapper Ice Ice Baby and actor Cool as Ice, born in Miami, Florida.
Ice, Ice, baby.
So I've noticed they changed it back.
What?
Started adding the years now.
Oh,
And-
yeah. Yeah, well, they put it... I'm not sure if this was, like, their last time when we were having those problems, when I had to, like, look and read at what year they were born. But I noticed that the year actually is down here now, so that's weird. But this source is all over the place. They need some structure, some organization.
Ooh, 1981. Frank Arrow, American musician, My Chemical Romance, Lettermouth, Pensy Prep, founder of Skeleton Crew, born in Bentonville, New Jersey.
I've heard about My Chemical Romance as well as the Skeleton Crew. Oh. Um, and then I'm gonna say 1992. Someone we all know, the Scotty Bugatti, who is no longer in the server, unfortunately, but maybe one day he will be. But Scott, if you're watching this, happy birthday, for what that's worth. Then in 1997, we have Marcus Rashford, English footballer, Manchester United, an advocate for school lunches, born in Wythenshawe, England. Well, who's not an advocate for school lunches? Kids got to eat too. Come on.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing to be known for. I advocate for school lunches. Yeah, so does everybody in the world. You know?
Well, that generally school lunch program generally means providing the poor with free lunches at school.
Well,
Generally, what it means. It's not saying that there, but
that should be part of every school. You know?
yeah,
Like,
nourishment is needed.
yeah. Then you got one here in 2000.
Yeah, in year 2000, Willow Smith, American actress, singer, Whip My Hair, and dancer born in Los Angeles, California.
Yeah. That's a really, really stupid song. Not as bad as WAP, but just almost. Like,
Yeah, was a starter. Now she's doing her own little progressive rock.
yeah.
This ain't bad. Her songs ain't bad.
Yeah. Moving on to the deaths in 1147, we have Robert, the first Earl of Gloucester, was an English politician and illegitimate son of King Henry I, died at about 57. Well, yeah, that's interesting. And then we have Victor Amadeus II, died in 1732, was a Duke of Savoy from 1675 through 1730, and also a King of Sardinia from 1720 through 1730, dying at the age of 66. He was born in 1666. Ooh, the number of the beast right there.
Hmm?
And in your turn, let's
Nin-
let's spitball these out of here. We have about 9 minutes.
Oh, 1926, Harry Houdini, famous magician and escape
Of course,
artist, dies
he
at
died.
52 in Detroit of gangrene and peritonitis that developed after his appendix ruptured.
Yep, because somebody sucker punched him. So, yep.
Yep. And 1983, George Halas, American NFL coach and pioneer over the Chicago Bears, dies of pancreatic cancer at 88.
Dang. So,
That's your turn.
Halas Haram, I don't know. You have Indira Gandhi, her again, the fourth Prime Minister of India, died on this date in 1984. She was the Prime Minister of India from 1966 through 77, as well as 80 through 84, assassinated by two of her bodyguards at the age of 66. And then we have Federico Fellini, 1993, an Italian film director and scriptwriter, 8.5, La Dolce Vita, died of a stroke at the age of 73. He was born in 1920.
Yes.
Ooh, this guy.
And 1993, River Phoenix, American actor Lil Nikita in Stand By Me, dies of a drug overdose at 23.
That sucks.
Yep. And P.W. Botha in 2006, South African politician, President of South Africa 1984 to 1989, Prime Minister 77 to 1984, dies at 90.
Dang. Then we have Willie McCovey, 2018, a U.S. Baseball Hall of Fame first baseman, six-time MLB All-Star, National League MVP 1969, National League home run leader in 1963, 68, and 69 for the San Francisco Giants, died of an infection at the age of 80.
Yeah, he was a monster with a bat.
Yep. And Sean Connery, as Hippie Fukin was saying, died on the state 2 years ago in 2020, a Scottish actor and producer, the original James Bond, as well as the dad in the Indiana Jones series.
Yeah.
Arguably the best Bond.
Yep. And he was also the voice of a dragon, in
He
Dragonheart.
was.
I didn't realize he died.
Yeah. Died at the age of 90. So, yep. And that shall conclude the show. Hold on a second. And that shall conclude the show. Once again, you can check the underbar of the description for any links you may find interesting, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition, which in itself has...
Shohin TV on Twitch.
Yes, and we might actually be adding Bread Mace's YouTube channel to that as well. Anyway, for your dose of Past Events Daily, we stream every day at 10 in the morning Pacific Time.
12 Central.
For all of you and all of us, I am A.O. Xander.
Shohin.
Golden Moon.
Yep. And until you see us tomorrow, or if you want to catch our news show today at either 2 or 3 p.m. Pacific time, not sure which, aiming for 2, but we'll see. It's a busy day today. Whatever the case, whenever you see us, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles! Now I gotta try to end this without being